Rebuilding Together and AARP present Home Safe, Do It Yourself. DIY home improvements for a safer, healthier, and more enjoyable home.
Welcome to another Rebuilding Together and AARP Home Safe Do-It-Yourself video segment. I'm George Lindsey. I do the morning show on 100.3 The Bull, and I'm hosting these to help you do things around the house. One of the things that we think about, but we never do, is improve the air quality and take care of that air inside your house. Well, we have an expert with us from Rebuilding Together. Adam Oganowski is here. And Adam, tell us a little bit about what people should be on the lookout for with air quality inside.
Yeah, George. So there are a number of things that we want to do to be keeping up with our air quality inside our home to prevent all sorts of kind of particulates and various smog and things that can just happen from living in the city, from living anywhere really, and various things that can happen inside your home as well in terms of particulates building up and mildew that might come from various damage around your home that we really want to keep up with to avoid any sort of long-term consequences to our health that you might not be noticing right away, but that can really catch up with you in the future if your air is not regularly maintained.
And we're going to talk about air filters and air conditioners in a second, but talk to me a little bit. You talked about mildew, for instance, and damp areas, things like that. That's one of the things that people really should check for that they don't think about that impacts your air quality.
Right, yeah. So there are places that we don't necessarily think about every day, like underneath your kitchen sink. You might have all sorts of stuff in the way that you're not seeing some sort of leak. You know, checking in your attic. Obviously, in Houston, we have some issues with wet weather around here, so things can catch up with you. And checking your home regularly for some of those damp spots is something that can really kind of help you get ahead of any sort of future air quality problems.
Yeah, mildew and mold, one of those things that we always like to think about when it comes to air quality inside your home. Also, let's talk about some specific things that people can do right now after they watch this to improve that air quality.
Sure. So again, like I mentioned, a lot of stuff can just build up around your home, particularly on your linens and on your carpet if you have carpet. All sorts of nasty little stuff can get in there, pet dander, things like that can really build up. And you're breathing that in every day. And if you don't kind of keep up with that regularly with a regular cleaning routine, vacuuming, dusting, a number of things like that, then it can really catch up with you. So just making sure you have a regular schedule at which you kind of do those things can really be a major step.
You don't necessarily think about your linens and air quality, but it really can impact there. What about ventilation? I mean, we get such hot, humid weather here during the summer. Can people still ventilate their house?
Yeah, so we recommend that you kind of just keep your doors or your windows open every morning and every evening, kind of getting some of the freshest air before a lot of traffic hits the road and that kind of thing. And just having that supply of fresh air in can do a lot rather than kind of having a real stagnant kind of air supply inside your home.
All right, and of course we're here in Houston. We talked about the temperature, we talked about the mold and the mildew already, but let's talk about you got to have air conditioning, right? You have a window unit. What about window units? How often and how should they be looking at the filters and cleaning that?
Yeah, so with window units, which I know a lot of our Houston residents have, there should be a real easy vent to kind of pop open on the front of your window AC unit that you can just take out that filter, and it's a permanent filter that you can just wash and maintain and use for a number of years. And we recommend that you take that out, just rinse it off with water, let it air dry. Do that maybe once every month or two.
Okay, so that's for a window unit. If you have central air, you want to look at these, about every 3 months?
Every 3 months.
Okay, this is one that just came out. This is one that's going in. I think it's very easy to see, so you should be able to pull that filter out and know right away. Also, it's a good idea, we found at home, to write a date of when you put them in. Just write a date along the side and it makes it very easy.
Sure.
Now, one of the things that I always get ads about, you see people talk about, are air purifiers. Talk to me about those.
Yeah, so some of the ads are telling the truth. These air purifiers are quite effective, and we provide them to our clientele regularly, and they have noticed a marked difference in the air quality of their home. But just like your window AC units, your central AC units, they do have filters that you're going to want to keep up with and replace fairly regularly. Replace or clean. With those air purifiers, what you're going to want to do is there's going to be a thin filter that you're going to want to replace maybe every 3 months or so. And that's kind of taking out a certain level of particulate, a certain size of micro. and then also filtering out some of the odors that might be in your home. And then there are going to also be permanent filters that you can just, can last the same amount of time as the machine that you don't need to really replace, as long as you're taking them out and washing them regularly.
Right.
Again, like your AC unit, do it every 1 to 2 months.
Okay. Air purifier, something definitely that you should consider for your home. Thank you so much for your information. He's so good at this. And if you need more, go to rebuildinghouston.org. And while you're there, you can sign up to win a $50 gift card from Home Depot. Plus, you can download a copy of AARP's Home Fit Guide. We appreciate their support so much. I'm George Lindsey. I do the morning show on 100.3 The Bull.